Okay, we should be live. All right, everybody, here we are. I'm Hibiscus Moon, and I'm here with Willie, aka Okra, as she likes to call herself. Go ahead and say hi to everybody, Willie.
Hello, 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 all.
Yes, we're so excited. We have all kinds of people climbing in here, and oh my gosh, it's a full house. All right,
Woo!
so yeah, this is exciting. They were really excited to meet you, Willie, because yes, Susan says, "Here we go, we are going," because we are celebrating our 11th anniversary, and Willie, no matter what the computer said, okay, because computer was saying different, Willie, I remember, was our very first graduate from the Hibiscus Moon Crystal Academy. Very first graduate. Yay! And Willie, you said you started stuff and you were used to starting things and not finishing them, but you came in there, you were the first one out of the gate. She needed no support or anything. She was just done. I'm here. I'm the first one.
That was crazy. I'm good for not finishing anything, but you kept my interest, which is a hard feat. If you ask my family, they would say the same thing. But yeah, I finished it. Amazing. It was just crazy.
Okay, I'm going to share a picture of you with your certificates if you don't mind, okay? So hang on here. Let me see. I'm a little clunky with this, so you guys got to give me a second. All right. This is the most beautiful picture ever. Isn't Willie beautiful? She's so beautiful, and her spirit is even more beautiful. That's what's really great about her is her beautiful energy and spirit. Okay, can you see that, Willie?
No, I do not.
Oh, boo. What did
That's
I
okay.
do
I know
wrong?
what I look like.
No, but they don't they need to see this picture. Oh, I see what I got to do. Okay. Hang on, hang on. I have to choose what to share. Okay. Got it. Here we go. All right. So here's Willie here with her old style certificate back in the day, 11 years ago. That's what we used to send out. And then her new, we updated her certificate. So she took a new picture with her updated one too. So she has one, an OG one, and then she has her new one. What do you guys think of that? Isn't that cute? We do you like our new certificate better or do you like the old school one, Willie?
I'm old school, but new and improved is good as well. So I'm happy I got both. So thank you for that. Thank you for that.
Okay, now what happened here? My screen changed. We're gonna go big. Okay, there we go. All right. This thing is so cool. This StreamYard, by the way.
I've never heard of
Um,
it.
yeah, it's great. It's great if you ever want to do this. Okay, so we got to talk about Willie back in the day, and you said we could talk about this. I
Sure.
remember you worked for the White House.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, that was
And
fun.
she's got the coolest jobs ever. But I want to get into like what you were doing back then and what you're doing now. And tell me the story you just told me about the rocks.
Okay, so I've been working for the federal government for quite some time. And I worked in the White House under several different administrations. And I'm still in the federal government. I'm no longer at the White House. However, no matter where I go, all of my offices, wherever I go to, is filled with crystals all the time. And I'm always getting inquiries because I'm different, you know. It is what it is. So I'm always the oddball. I'm the oddball one. And I like to press the rules a little bit. Breaking rules is okay sometimes. So every time I move into a new office, there's always some type of conversation that pops up. So just recently, I got a promotion and I moved into my new office. And of course, my rocks come along with me. And people carry books and papers and documents. I carry rocks, and that's the true story. So just recently, my new supervisor walked into my office this past Tuesday, 2 days ago. She says, there's a lot of rocks in here. And it's like, there's a story about that. Yes, I'm the rock lady. You should see my home. It's full of rocks as well. And I said to her, do you know all rocks carry energy? So that opened up another can of worms. So, it's always an icebreaker. And even to this day, I even have my subordinates. They're always bringing me random rocks. They're pretty. And they'll say, oh, I thought you may like this. I thought that was so sweet. I was like, I will. Thank you. I will take them. So some of my coworkers, they get on a kick too. They may not know what they're picking up, but if they think it's very special, they'll bring it right to me. So yes, I have rocks that's everywhere with me, even in my offices.
Okay, do you find this because when I worked for the government and I wasn't in the White House or anything like that, that's pretty impressive stuff. And she just got a promotion. She's still doing impressive stuff. But did you
It's a job.
find yeah, but did you find like okay, you think you work in a place where nobody's going to believe in crystal healing and last resort when it comes down to it, they don't know what else to do, they come to you?
Absolutely. Random folks. It's almost
Ones
like
you would never think, right?
exactly. News travels fast. And that also comes into play about what else I do. Now, we're more than just our day jobs. And yes, I do still practice being a crystal healer, and I still love my rocks. But there's other parts of me we'll probably get into later. So it kind of goes by word of mouth. So
Yeah.
I'm getting people in general that's coming out the woodwork that always ask general questions, especially when they see, how colorful my office is. They want to know more. So yes, so that's correct. Yeah. Mhm.
Oh my gosh, I love this. I
Yeah.
love this. Okay,
Thank you for that.
I want to get into what you're doing now, but before we do, there was a few questions we asked you beforehand because we had to catch up with Willie.
Okay.
I hadn't seen Willie in a while, but I always remember her and I always thought about her. And when they told me, no, your first graduate is this person. I don't even remember who they said. I was like, no, absolutely not. I remember who the first hibiscus moon crystal certified crystal practitioner graduate was, and I knew it was you because how can you not remember this personality and this energy? And she's always positive. She's always like this. She's always smiling. She's always positive. That's how I always remember you. You were always the light.
I'm still the goofball.
Whatever you
Folks
want to call
tolerate
it, it's
me.
good. It's good. Good stuff.
Absolutely. I still have my unicorn. I usually drag her in every now and then for celebrations. So yeah.
Oh, I should have brought her. Okay. So now here we go. This is what Willie sent in. We asked her a few questions. She said, and then I want you to expand on this stuff. I began my journey. I was in the wee beginnings of self discovery. I was in the process of mentally trashing beliefs which did not or never resonated with me. Any of this sound familiar to anybody out there, by the way? The process alone was freeing. I became a Usui Reiki master, and I was searching for information regarding crystals because I had incorporated crystals into my practice. In my search for locating a formable class, I came across Hibiscus Moon. I forgot how and immediately signed up. Mind you, I was still a skeptic regarding the power of crystals and I needed to experience the process. And boy, did I. And you did.
Yeah, I did. I did. And it's still carried me to this day. So, usually when you stick with something that resonates with you, most likely you're going to carry it with you. So I'm always having stones anywhere with me. And check my boots. I don't have any in my bra today, but yeah.
I stopped doing that because I too many times I forget that they're there. The bra comes flying off at the end of the day, and there go the crystals, and things are breaking, and
I'm
I,
used to that.
you're used. Yeah, I guess you got to get it, make a habit out of it. All right, so I want to tell everybody who's here now that people have come in and everything. We're celebrating this master number milestone, 11th anniversary on 11/11. We started at 11/11, and there's going to be more stuff. We're definitely doing some special anniversary giveaways, and we have a secret sale happening right now that I will tell you guys about. We got a little ticker banner thing that is so we got our full chakra recalibration class. It's normally $47. Isn't this great? My team thought of this idea, lowered the price to $11.11. So the URL is right there. Just go to hibiscusmoon.com/full chakra. And that's going to end at guess what time? 11:11 p.m. Isn't that funny? So we're doing that, and that is so much fun. I'm just having so much fun with all this 11/11 stuff. It's amazing. And this is supposedly, not supposedly, this date is a gateway, an energy gateway. We're getting a lot of cosmic energy right now. We're getting a lot of solar energy right now, and this date is known as an ascension date. When people get downloads, a lot of people are awakening anyway. And all through this, I don't know how you did, Willie, through this pandemic. But did you notice people just like popping up awake all over the place, like into spirituality? Boom, 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 like
Oh,
popcorn.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Especially for, you have to realize during 2020, people were forced to be a particular way, being under quarantine. Believe it or not, I'm an introvert. So this was my time to shine. Let's do this. I waited all my life to be stuck in the house all day. But I spent, yeah, oh God, this is my time to shine. Unfortunately, I have a lot of friends and family that was like freaking out because their norm was disrupted. And they were actually forced to learn more about themselves. They were literally forced because there was nothing, there was no outside influences. So, yeah, even to this day, folks are still freaking out. It was a big moment for everybody.
Yep. I had the same exact experience you did because I'm a massive introvert. I'm described as a hermit, so I was sailing through this. I had no problem. I was like,
It was
oh,
beautiful.
this is great. But like my neighbor, I remember this vividly. She came up and asked me, she's like, how are you doing? Are you doing okay? And I was like, I'm fine. I'm showing everybody else around here how it's done. I'm fine. Don't worry about me. How are you doing? I ended up bringing her rose quartz crystals and like things to help her through. And yeah, it was, and people were looking for ways of supporting themselves through this and really rediscovering themselves. Yeah,
True.
definitely.
And they were just losing their minds.
Yes.
So I totally get it. They were just forced. They was forced because of the environment. It was a good thing for some. But we're climbing out. But it was my time to shine. I was happy. Less people to deal with somewhat. But yes, I was getting a lot of folks. A
I'm right
lot of
there with you. I'm right there with you. Did you get to not go to work for a while? Did they shut things
well,
down?
well, here's the thing. We usually telework anyway, so it was the norm. I only have to go into the office once a week anyway.
Oh,
Yeah, so it was no big deal. It was still business as usual. But I was one of the fortunate ones. I was still working, but I was just working from home, so I didn't have to go into the office every day anyway. So it
that's
worked out for
nice.
me. I'm glad for that. I'm very thankful for that.
Oh, I always meant to ask you this. Did you ever meet the president?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah,
A
yeah.
lot?
Not a lot. Well, like running through like hallways, just in passing.
So President Obama, right?
Obama, Obama and Bush. Yes.
Did they ever see your crystals?
No, 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 no. I was in a total separate office. No, I was in a total separate building.
I'd be like trying to like pop one into their pocket, like drop a crystal in their
He's trying
pocket.
to get me arrested. No, we don't do that. No. Oh my
I'm
God.
always trying to get people arrested. It's fun. Come on.
But I did have my crystals. Do you still have your book? Well, I remember you never had your crystal grid book. Have you expanded? Yeah.
Yeah, I just updated the cover. I discovered I'm not like really a fun writer. This book wrote itself. You guys wrote this book, okay? You know that. You guys wrote this book. So we got some giveaways with this book. We're going to give away 11 of this book, 11 of them, and we're going to give away 11 full chakra recalibrations. But let's keep going here. I got more stuff to discuss with Willie. Okay. So then she said, "You see, I have the mind capacity of the lifespan of a gnat." That cracked me up when I read that.
That's facts.
And Hibiscus Moon kept me engaged during the entire process. She filled in the blanks. Her educational background was also a win win for me as she backed up her teachings. Fast forward to the present. What am I doing now? I'm still using the power of crystals thanks to Hibiscus Moon, using the tools of wisdom learned from, okay, she calls me Stephanie because back then I used to also kind of like go by both, but now I just go by Hibiscus Moon. But whatever you want to call me, I'll answer to anything. Um, I get excited as soon as I see any kind of raw form of any rock. My home and office has rocks, as she told us, and my day job, my subordinates and associates think I am nuts. We hear this all the time, by the way, but not so nuts that they don't come to you when it's when the rubber meets the road, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I have
Exactly.
associates who will drop off any kind of rock to me. It's hilarious at times, and I will accept them all. All of this is Hibiscus Moon's fault. I love it.
Yep.
I love getting blamed for that. And um, I love though that when it's last resort time, they come to you. When they're just like, okay, I'm really having a problem here. This is no joke. And then they come to you. Okay, so tell us what you're doing today now, Willie. What are
Well,
you doing now?
I still have my day job. Okay, got to pay the
Good.
bills.
Too
Um,
good to give up, right? I mean,
yeah,
that job right there. She just got a promotion, guys. I
that's
mean,
got promotion,
just yeah.
but it's still stressful. Work day job is still stressful. I still like being of service. I still work with my crystals, but more or less on a personal level for myself. What I'm actually doing now on the side is I'm actually a professional psychic medium, and I've been doing this now for the past 8 or 9 years professionally. It was also part of my self discovery about myself and me shedding off things that just never worked for me, like we had mentioned earlier. And I knew there was still more to me than what I've learned thus far. And I had some questions I had to answer, and someone helped me out with that. And I assumed it's interesting when there's no communication, and I just assumed everybody felt and did the same things I did until I started asking questions, and they were telling me, "No, Willie, I've never felt that. I've never seen that. Are you okay?" And it's like, "Oh, I just assumed everybody, do what I do."
Yeah.
And then I started taking it more seriously, and that's been the most freeing thing for me. So this is my way of being of service, so to speak. I have my online uh, part that I do with my consultations. Thanks to COVID, I'm not really doing too much face to face. As you
That's
know,
okay.
I'm an introvert, so just being on Zoom, it's a win-win for me. I usually go to a couple brick and mortar stores. I'm really serious about what I do, just like I was serious on dealing with my crystals. So I felt the need to be certified. So I went through that process. I had a person that was a mentor. It's funny how things have a circle effect. There was a well-known psychic medium that was known on television back in the day. I used to call her my auntie in my head because she was normal. She was normal, meaning she looked like you and I. There was no woo-woo about her. She just looked normal. She was fluffy like me. She was well known on television, and I used
Can
to
you
watch.
say who it was?
Yeah, it was. I don't
Maybe
want to.
not. Okay, no, no, no. Okay, okay, okay,
That's
okay,
another journey.
okay,
But
okay, okay,
she was on television,
okay.
and this is years ago. I used to watch her on television and all. I thought she was great. And then fast forward to the future, she was offering classes. And I was like, so I figured, let me take the classes. So I took, well, you had to apply to be part of the process. So it just
Ah,
wasn't anyone. So I
you
was
had to be
actually
accepted first.
exactly, it's like, what?
Oh,
So I
oh.
went through the process. It was a long process because I think they wanted to weed out the folks who wasn't serious. So I applied. I was happy that I did that. I didn't have to hear from, well, I got accepted. Oh, damn. What now? So I took the class. And then if you're really serious, you have to be tested. I'm fast. I had to be tested. So I actually had to be tested in order to be certified. And I was being tested with random folks. That was nerve wracking because I have anxieties, child. So this wasn't a good thing. But
Oh,
I pushed myself to do that. So
good for you.
yeah, so fast forward to present, that's just what I do on the side now. So I love giving words of wisdom to folks. And it's been fun. This is my life journey. But a lot of it has to come from you because you're a part of that, actually. Remember, I said earlier, kind of, energy is everything. And it actually has helped me, actually, to feel different energies. And I had to learn that from the very beginning with your class. And with my Reiki, it's all the same modalities, really. So it helped me out a lot. So thank you for that.
Oh, you are so welcome. But this was a co-creation and you were a part of the beginning of that co-creation. We created this together. You guys told me what you wanted in the very beginning and I was like, "Okay, okay, we can do that." Like you said learning about energies. Do you remember the class where we were feeling the energies and doing the pendulum? I remember your reaction because we were doing it live and we were learning how to use the pendulum, make the pendulum move with just our mind and feeling the energy from the crystal. And you were like, I remember you were going off. You were just going off in the comments there.
I still have pendulums. I'm actually looking around now, wondering, do I have any in here? But no, I have pendulums. I still have them. They're fun to play with. I love them. I don't have any in my office. I might need to bring some in my office. But I'm thinking about where I have them throughout the house. But I have like 5 or 6, and I'm such a hog when I just can't have one. I gotta have several. That's everything. Everything. Even when it comes to my crystals, I have more than one of everything. But yes, I still love my pendulums. And even my friends, I'll teach them how it works. I was like, how did that happen? That's witchcraft. No, it's not, y'all. Come on now. So we go through the process, but it's been fun. It's
Even
been
in the
fun.
Bible, they talk about the crystals.
Yep.
Okay,
And I use that as well.
I can tell you right where they do, and it's not just one little place. It's quite a
Mhm.
few places. Okay, Willie, how can people connect with you and find you? I want to talk about that a couple of times. Are you want to be out there like for
Sure.
doing? Yeah. Okay, so tell
Sure.
people
I'm like
how we can
everywhere.
find you. Yeah.
I mean, I'm like everywhere. You can catch me on Instagram at WG Medium. On Instagram. Also, my email address is wgmedium@gmail. I do have a website. I took that down because I'm almost a perfectionist. So I've had it up and taken it down and put it up and taking it back down. So it's down right now. But I have a person that schedules my appointments. Her name is Jackie, my
Oh,
broke cousin. My broke cousin.
look at
But,
you. You
oh yeah,
got your
oh yeah.
assistant
But she
scheduling.
schedules, yeah, she
Yeah, good
schedules
for
my
you.
appointments. She scheduled my appointments for me. So it's all a team effort. And also, I'm still friends with a lot of folks from the first class too. We're still good friends.
Oh, and Audrey just posted your Instagram for us right there. So that way, so you're still okay. Just repeat what you just said that right there.
What's that?
That you're still good friends with.
Oh yeah, I'm still good friends with a lot of folks that was from the first class.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Two I can think of offhand because we still conversate during Facebook. One
Who?
couple I've actually met a couple of them in person. Tasha Harris is one of them.
Yes.
Oh yeah, oh God, I love her to pieces. That's my sister. So
Oh,
yeah, I've seen her a couple times. When I went to California, to visit her, and we still talk often. She's like family to me. So
is she
yeah,
doing a podcast?
yeah, she still does. Yeah, she still does her. She does podcasts, I believe, through Facebook and YouTube, I believe. Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. That's so great. I love that. I love when I see you guys finding your community and your people because in real life, I mean, this happens to me all the time. My everyday people that I'm surrounded with, I love them, family and friends, but they are not my supportive community as far as my crystal universe goes, you know? Like they don't even want to hear me talk about it. They don't want to hear any of this stuff that's why I love you guys so much because you let me jibber jabber on and on and on. And we find this like-minded community of positive people who don't think we're nuts and aren't belittling it, and we're here for each other, you know?
That's
So
true.
I think that's so great.
And that's important too. Like I have friends, same way. Like I have friends that shop. So they're my shopping friends, but they don't know about what I do because I know they won't be supportive.
Yeah.
So, and I tell a lot of my folks this, especially when it comes to your passions, always meld with people that actually support you.
Yeah.
Because it's the ones who don't support you, you're wasting energy with them. And you have to be able to soar. And networking is a good thing with like minded people.
That is so true. That is so true. And do you find that it also really is a good confidence booster? And you're like, oh, I'm not alone out here.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
And to go back a little bit, when I first started my journey, I was a staunch Southern Baptist. So everything that I was doing was wholly against the norm. My family was against it. At the time, my ex-husband was against it. So when in my early beginnings, and I was actually shedding things, I was dumping a lot of stuff during that time. It was a scary moment for me because I was actually doing something that no one supported me. And so I was literally on my own. So your community base helped me out a lot and actually step out from that. So there are a lot of things I had to do when I was doing like my crystal grids. I had to hide that stuff really because I had to deal with the onslaught of the family. But they're coming around now, but I didn't have time for that. So I kept it moving. So always good to follow your passions no matter what. No, do not allow anyone to dim your light or dim your spirit. I don't care who it is. If it's your family, friends, spouses, if they're not team you, then you can't deal with that because it will hurt you in the end. Trust me, I lived it. I was in a marriage for like 27 years, and it was very difficult to shed all that. It was the best thing ever. And like I tell a lot of folks, sometimes you may need to do just one little change in your life and it just opens things up. So again, I want to thank you again for that, because you were a big part of that.
Oh, I love hearing that. We got to, what you said at the beginning of that whole speech, we need to turn that into a meme because that is true. Willie, wait. You told me how to pronounce it. Let me see if I can remember.
Break it up, break it up, drop the E.
Okay. Gween.
No,
No.
simplify it. It's not
Gwyn.
difficult.
Gwyn.
Gwen,
Gwyn.
Gwen or Ewan?
Oh,
Mm-hmm,
Gewin. I knew there was a long U in there.
mm-hmm.
Okay, Gewin. Okay, that's her
Guin.
last name. I was always getting confused on how to pronounce it. So
Everybody
that's why
does.
it was easier to just call her Okra because that was her screen name, Okra and Tomatoes.
I still love okra and tomatoes.
I love it too. Some Cajun chicken gumbo with some okra and tomatoes in there, and
I'm
oh,
country and I love my food. So
I
yes.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to go on here with something else that you sent me. Um, The information learned from HMCA, that's Hibiscus Moon Crystal Academy, has helped me to this very day. Besides my somewhat boring day job, in my off time, I'm practicing as a professional certified psychic medium and offer my services at brick and mortar stores and via virtually. It's all about energy, baby.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I love that. I love that. And so we talked about, and I saw a lot of people saying they're following you now on Instagram. So they're waiting for you to post some good stuff. Do you do stories and all that in there?
Actually, I don't. I am so old school. I'm surprised I even use Zoom. I need to. I need to. I stay. When you're an empath and when you're an introvert, I seems I get depleted quickly.
Me
Quickly.
too.
So my day job wipes me out literally, to the point that I just want to just be still, don't think about nothing, and that's my downside. Yeah. However, I'm trying to do better, but I do interact with folks. I do interact with folks, so I'm
Okay. So,
trying
like,
to
if
do
they
better.
send you a DM, you'll
Oh,
respond to them?
absolutely. Oh,
Yeah. Okay.
absolutely. Oh, I'm
Okay.
oh, I'm available. It's just that me posting things is not really my hindsight. I'm gonna get Jackie to work on that for me. I'm gonna give her another job. How about that?
There you go. There you
Yeah.
go. Okay, people are asking for the Instagram ID again, and I think Audrey is here in the comments. If you could post that again, Audrey, I'll grab it and I'll put it up on the screen so people can go there and follow her.
Thank you again,
Um,
Audrey. Woo!
yeah, go ahead. And is this it right here?
Yep,
WG Medium. Yep, there it is. Thank
that's
you,
me.
Jasmine.
Simple,
Jasmine got
simple.
there.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Jasmine.
Yes, thank you so much.
I've been asked many times to do podcasts. I'm just horrible with it. And I cuss like a sailor. So I'm doing like really good right now and not letting it fly.
Okay,
So
first of all, if there's any children in the room, let them go. Tell them they need to
no,
go
I'm
somewhere
good.
else,
I'm good.
because I don't mind cursing. If you want to go, go. If it
No, I'm
feels like
good.
coming up, just do it. And you should do podcasts. And I hear cursing all over podcasts. They're just words. They're just words. They're
It
just
does.
words that we've decided that's a curse word. That one's not.
Yeah, I just like being me, and I always encourage folks to be themselves at all times, no matter what. Um, so at my day job, I'm that special one way or another. I tell them ahead of time, what you see is what you're gonna get, so buckle up. So you
Put
need
that
to break
seatbelt
up the
on.
monotony. You know,
Yes. Have some fun.
yes, please, please. That's so true.
Oh, see,
So true.
somebody said about you being on a podcast. You'd be good for a pod. I think she'd be great for a podcast. Do it and curse. Be you. Curse
It's
it up.
true. I need to ramp it up. I need to ramp it up. I do. I swear I'll do better. But you know what? Also, um, we're a constant mode of transformation. We're always learning. We're always growing. No matter how old we are, you know, we're always growing. So
That's
who
so
knows?
true. I'm a lifelong learner. I'm always learning. I can never get enough of something that if I'm passionate about it, I want to keep learning more and more. And there's so many more things I want to learn about and do. And yeah. Christy said that cursing is a sign of intelligence, by the way.
Exactly. That's what I tell everybody. Words do carry energy. You know what they say? Sticks and stones might break my bones, but names, words never. Yeah, they do. Words carry pact. They carry
Hmm.
energy as well. So, yeah, I'm terrible at that. Yeah.
Okay, here's Tammy saying, I get in trouble all the time just because I say shit at work. All my friends are hardcore Christian, and that's fine, but they judge me,
Yep. Let them judge. What they
right?
think about you is none of your business.
That is right.
Hmm.
That is absolutely right.
Hmm.
Yeah. And, you know, end of the day, no, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. Okay. I'll be nice. I'll be nice. I'll be nice.
Always be yourself. We're all here. We're all here for a reason. We all have our own set skills. The reason why we're here on this earth plane. So let's just make it the best. I learned early on that my early teachings, because cultural based things, we just do things because of repetitive, because that's what my parents did and what my parents did. That may not be a fit for you.
Right.
So always be you. I encourage that with my children. Be
I
you.
used to say, question everything. I don't remember if I still say it to my students. I used to say it to my science students, question everything. If something
Everything.
doesn't sound right or something's raising a red flag or it's just not making sense or it's not consistent, question it. There's no problem with questioning it. I mean, I came out of the womb acting like that, so I don't know what they thought of me, but they it's just like, why wouldn't you question it? Why would you just swallow it hook, line, and sinker without, if it doesn't seem to fit, if it fits, fine, and it's totally resonating with you, then great, go with it. But question, question, question. Never stop questioning. There are no
True.
stupid questions at
True.
all.
True. Because me growing up, and for a lot of folks, they can understand. We weren't allowed to ask questions at all. Period. You shut up, sit down, be in a corner, don't say nothing. Be seen and not heard. That's what I used to hear a lot. Be seen and not heard. So I didn't want my kids to be that way. Now, granted, I learned, because my kids, they're adults now. Um, some of the questions they ask is going to be like for shock value, but it also allows them to be free thinkers.
Yeah. And
I,
how do your
I
kids like come along with the ride with all this stuff that you do, the psychic medium, the crystals, the Reiki?
Well, I have 21-year-old twins, okay, girls, and I have a 27-year-old son. They all think I'm batshit crazy. They still do. However, we know our children. Like, out of my three kids, I know two of them are very highly intuitive. They don't know it yet, but I know it. So I'm just waiting on the time. They just think I'm crazy. So to be honest with you, they barely even know what I do during the day. They said, "Mom, what do you do for a living again?" Duh. So me trying to explain to them my other side is
The
just
crystals, yeah.
obsolete. So I just
Yeah.
give up. But I do think later on they may catch on. They start asking questions. They're at that young age themselves, trying to find themselves. They don't really care what mom does except really kooky, weird stuff. So that's pretty much how they refer it as.
Kooky weird stuff, the
Yeah,
woo-woo
but it's not.
stuff.
It's not. When
Okay,
they're
here's
ready, mm-hmm.
here's something I want to ask you. Here's something I heard recently. I wasn't thinking about asking you this. I wonder if you heard it or what you think about it. You know how they call us cuckoo weird stuff or woo woo? Someone posted on Instagram that calling what we do and joking around about it and calling it woo woo or don't poo poo the woo woo, this is a trauma response.
It can be. It can be because someone else's truth may not be theirs. You know,
That's true.
um, it's almost like I'm trying to think of the right words to figure out this to actually say, but um, it can be a protection measure for them not wanting to know the truth. Well, my truth, okay, my truth may not be your truth, but I always tell folks to be open because you may learn something. You may not like everything you hear, but maybe certain things may open up that way. You just have to open up. And I
Hmm.
did, and it opened up the whole world. And that's why I don't really deal with religion too much anymore. Spirituality, absolutely.
Yeah.
We are too complex to be so simplified. But I just rather go from that and keep it moving. So, and I've been through a lot of doctrines, and they all have this one common thread. But I also see a little bit of control involved in that as well. So, but I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot. But yes, there is some truth to that. It can
You
be past traumas.
you have a way of really motivating and inspiring people. And look at what Katie's saying. This is so encouraging. Do you realize that about yourself, Willie?
No, I don't, because I'm a master procrastinator.
No, you're not because you were the first graduate. You
I
are not
know. I
obviously a master
know.
procrastinator.
But you
You
know what though?
stay through.
I think what it is. I think it I was doing things I didn't want to do. When I was in college, I was doing things I didn't want to do, and I
Abs-
hated it, and I bombed out. And I understood why. It just wasn't for me. And I realized I seemed to excel in things that resonated with me. And I'm a my idea of a basic bitch. I'm a basic bitch. So I like things simple and to the point. Things does not have to be so complicated as we on earth has placed things. It's not that complicated, but we make it complicated. So because of that, I usually tend to run the opposite direction when it comes to certain things because I'm more on a spiritual energy. I'm emotionally intelligent. I'll put it to you that emotionally intelligent. But everything else goes straight to shit. So I realize now the humanities, dealing with people one on one, that's my thing. That's my thing. Some people do volunteer work. This is just my idea of being a service. I don't even like speaking to crowds. I
But
can't
see,
stand it. I don't even like people like that. Wouldn't you know that? I don't like people like that.
but
Here I am.
you say that, but Willie, I get from you, and I'm sure people are going to agree with me in the comments. You have this leadership quality about you. Guys, what do you think? Am I wrong about that or right about that? You have that energy and that light about you that has this leadership quality. And you might
Yeah,
not like speaking to groups of people, but maybe virtually, because that's
I
how
do.
I do it. I'm an
I do.
introvert too. I
Mhm.
don't do it in person. I've been asked to do live events and I'm always like, no, 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 no. I don't want
I
to do
had to push myself with my psychic mediumship. There were times I did like galleries with folks. And I don't like people like that. I just don't. I had to push myself to do it. Um, that's why I did was that the Briggs Myers.
Yep, yep.
So I did that years
Personality
ago.
test. Yep.
I did that many decades ago. Straight introvert, right? So I had to do it again because I was in a leadership program with my job. I
Ugh.
hated it, but they made me do it. But it came up different. It came more of an extrovert. But it's like that's not true. But then I realized that in order for me to move forward, I had to push myself to do things I did not want to be in. I had to put myself in uncomfortable situations. That's when the extrovert part came in. You see what I mean? Because I knew in order for me to move forward, I had to get out there with the public. And also, when I do my mediumship and I'm doing the gallery, I'm in a different world anyway, so to speak. So it's something that I love to do. So if it's something that I like to do, some of the things I would run away from, I'm going head in. And yeah, I still have the nervous anxiety things, part of it, but I pushed through it. And did I die from it? No.
No.
So again, it's still one of those life learning things I'm still dealing with today. So yeah, so thank you for that. Also, it's that little Leo in me too.
There you go. Well, I don't know if you've been. Oh, is there an echo again happening? Are we good? We're good? Okay. Um, I've been posting some comments in here, and I don't know if you've been talking, so you're probably not sitting here reading them. But
I can't see nothing. I'm blind as a bat. I don't have my glasses on because my eyes.
oh, I can't see shit. Are you kidding me? My eyes, because of this computer, all right, in the last 3 years, I'm blind as a bat. Gets me out of
Yeah,
so many things because I'm like, I can't see that. I can't read that. I can't read that. I can't see that. So my
I'm using
computer,
my excuse.
yes, I have my readers with me, but if they're not, like somebody needs to make me I need to get one of those silly things that the librarians wear around their neck
What? I
with
got
amethyst beads and like have the glasses hanging around my neck. Do you wear them around your neck?
what?
Oh, but I want it made out of crystals. I want it made out of
Oh,
crystals. And I don't
huh.
want it always there because
I have a hookup. Let me see. I have a friend of mine who does glasses. These are my eyeglass chains.
but I don't want them always on my neck because I get out of
Yeah,
shit this way. I
yeah,
go, "Well, I can't read it."
yeah. I'm so extra.
You got to give me that hookup, Willie.
I sure
Everybody.
will.
Yeah.
I'm.
I want like amethyst beaded ones. So when it's convenient for me, like maybe when I'm at the gem show, okay,
Yep.
then I'll wear them. But I'm not going to have them on all the time. That way my husband isn't constantly like, read this right now. I'm like, no, you read it. I can't see that. All right. Anyway, what I was going to say was what's going on in the comments is everybody was saying, Willie, when are you starting your podcast? Definite, definite leadership. Willie, where's your YouTube channel? Willie, you do got to do this. Willie, you got to do that. They see you as a
Oh,
leader.
bless your hearts. Love y'all to death.
Look, Leo energy can
I'm
definitely
working
be a
on it.
factor.
I'm working on it. But
All
thank
right.
you.
Yes. So I wanted to make sure that even though you can't see it,
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
that you
And
know
also,
it.
what's also important is to make sure the person that's close to you also supports your endeavors as well. That helps out a lot. It just makes things a lot easier because otherwise, you're hiding what you're doing. You're hiding your true self. You got to be yourself. I had to go through that process. This is why I'm saying it from experience. Make sure your partner, your life partner, whoever you're with, actually resonates with you, that they will support you. I actually went, I'm gonna tell you a little bit on the side.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I actually had a terrible breakup and I actually got me a matchmaker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Tell us about this.
that was crazy. So I had, so I did a matchmaker thing, and which is insane because it's crazy expensive and it's a hit or miss. But one of the things I told my matchmaker is I told him exactly who I was. That this is money, honey. Okay, so they got to be able to accept who I am. And I told them who I was. If not, I don't
All
have
the
time
way,
for
like
you.
the crystals, the Reiki, the psychic
Absolutely,
mediumship, everything.
absolutely,
Okay, good, good,
absolutely.
good, good.
And if not, then we can't do this because time is money, honey, and that's how it goes. So I learned some of them wanted to meet me because they didn't know what they thought of me. You know, one person I thought you was going to be this Miss Cleo thing. It's like, no, I'm just Willie. Stop the dumb shit.
I
But
remember Miss Cleo.
well, people don't know. Um, so because of that, they knew ahead of time who they were going to be dealing with. You know, I don't beat around the bush anymore. But because of that, I've actually am engaged and I'm about to get married next year. Woo! Yeah,
Oh,
crazy.
congratulations,
I
Willie.
know it wasn't even planned. It wasn't even planned. But what I'm trying to say is make sure whoever's in your life actually supports you. And if they don't support you, just make sure you continue to stay on your path because that's what's important. Do not allow anyone to dim your light or dim your spirit. And I don't care who it is, family, friends, whatever. It's always best to choose you.
There it is, right there. See, this inspiration just naturally oozes out of you,
Girl,
Willie.
this is experience. I wish I had caught on this years ago. But
You
that's
were
things happen when it's supposed to.
No, you were always inspiring. You were always positive energy vibe, whether you realize it or not. Everybody's freaking out about you, Willie, in the comments. Well, you got to watch the replay on this.
I
And
probably will.
I can't even catch up with all the stuff. Now they're all telling you congratulations about getting married. When do you want to tell us when?
Maybe May. May.
Maybe May. May. That's a nice time of
Yeah.
year. Yeah, where do you live?
I'm in Virginia now. When I first started the process, I was in Maryland, so I'm in Virginia. Yeah, welcome to expensive Virginia. But
Is
that's
it?
okay.
Yeah. But that'll be nice in May. Beautiful.
Yeah, yeah. But I plan on doing a destination, someplace a little far away. But
Oh,
I'm a nature girl, so I gotta be near water, water in the woods, one or the other.
me
Yep,
too. I can
yep.
never be too far away. Even if I haven't been to it in a while, but I'm always like, even if I can just run over there for lunch and put my feet in the ocean, the sand,
I have
just real
to.
quick. Yeah,
I
me
have
too.
to. A lot of people don't get it, and I don't like to go during the heightened time, which is after Memorial Day and before Labor Day. You will not catch me there. No,
Yeah.
it has to be
Oh,
off season.
today's a holiday. I forgot all
It
about
is
that.
Veterans Day, so happy Veterans Day to all our our folks that serve. So thank you.
Yes, thank you for your service. And that I totally meant to bring that up at the beginning. And thank you everyone for being here today on a holiday. But yeah, I won't be going to the beach today.
Mm-mm,
No,
no.
it'll be
Mm-mm,
crazy, crazy, crazy
mm.
over there. So yes, so everybody loves Willie's energy. So I just want you to get that across. Start thinking and listening, seeing what downloads come through because I think we need a Willie podcast.
God help us all.
I I would love it. I would love it. I would love it. It's easy to do. It's a perfect introvert job. And you
It
can,
really is. It
yeah.
really is. It really is.
See,
It is.
Shirley says she loves listening to you.
Well, thank you, Shirley. Thanks all. I'm sorry I can't read the
You read it.
comment.
You read it later. You
Here's a
read it
magnifying
later.
glass.
And
I
then the people
appreciate
are
you.
saying, wait. Katie said, I will be your first listener, Willie. Everybody wants to subscribe for your podcast already, and it's not even out there.
Well, thank you just the same. I may even offer a therapist on the side just in case to deal with.
You wouldn't need that.
So good.
That everybody's saying yes to your podcast. Oh my
Oh,
God.
thank you.
Did we just invent a thing here? I
I
think
hope
we
not.
did.
But Hibiscus, let me ask you a question. You've been asking
Okay.
me a lot of questions. Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
You have had 2,400 graduates since 2011. Are you serious?
Okay. Yes. Now, you
How
don't
does
want
that work?
everybody. Can you believe it? In 53 countries, we're waiting on our 54th country. So 53 countries around the world, and we're talking graduates, not people that signed up for the course. Okay. I'm not so big on, okay, you sign up for the course and people put the post-it notes up on the wall and they show how many people signed up for their course and they're on
Right.
Instagram showing I could give a shit. Okay. Yes, I'm happy that you signed up for the course. I'm always excited because you're going to start a journey. But my thing is who graduated? Who graduated? That's who I'm excited for. I want to know who got to the finish line.
Yeah.
That's why I'm excited, not for the first person who signed up for my course, but for the first person, you, Willie, who graduated from my course. See, I'm not one of those people who um, gives any value to a participation award. Like, here you go. I know some people
Right.
are going to hate
I
me
get
for
it.
that.
I get it.
I feel like you need to earn it, you need to win it. And if you're not good at this, you'll be good at something else. But by golly, Willie earned it. She got that graduation certificate and she was the first one to get it. She did not get any participation points or
No.
participation award or pay for it and you get it. No, we
Right.
have 2,400 graduates,
That's amazing.
successful graduates. And
That's
that's what I'm
amazing.
proud of. So people might not like that, but that's what I'm about. You said, Willie, be you. That's me.
Be you. But that's great because I told you I don't do well with certain folks, and you kept me engaged the whole entire time, and I still quote you certain. It's been a long time. I can't tell you what kind of underwear I have on right now, but I can certainly tell you stories from what I learned from you from back then. So again, I really appreciate you for everything. You're a part of the process. You were really truly a part of the process, and it opened up my eyes when it comes to certain things. And I
Like
think it's
what?
great.
Like what?
Like for instance, you had mentioned about the in the biblical times about how the folks that went into war they actually had crystals as crystal plates. Was I think it was like turquoise with some of them. And I was like, really? Huh. I
The
didn't think
first
about that.
crystal grids, I
Yeah,
think.
crystal grits, right, right.
Hmm.
So it's things like that that I still carry in my head from that point. It's like, I bet you didn't know this. And it's all about research, folks. Research. That's important. Um,
Hmm.
Sometimes you have to experience things yourself, which we talked about earlier. You got to do
Yeah.
research and come up with your own formulations in your mind. Actually, I was going through some pictures in my phone, and I actually had one of my I think it was probably one of my part of my homework about our crystal altar, I believe. It was
Oh,
so pretty. It was all the amethyst and candles. It was gorgeous. And I actually sent it in. I'm not sure what I think. I'm sure it was part of the homework that I had to do, but I came across it. And I chuckled to myself because I remember what I was going through during that time period. Um, and I chuckled. I was like,
oh,
yes, those were the days. Yeah, yeah.
oh! I wish we could show that. Did
I
you
can
send it
find
in?
it.
I'm looking. I don't see it here. I just had
I
that
can
one
find it.
picture of you, which I'm going to show again now because I love it. I'm going to show it again if I can figure out how to do it.
And you
Uh,
know what? I should have sent that to your assistant, but I wasn't thinking about it till just now. But yeah, if I find it, I'll send it up.
there's Willie. There's Willie with her original certificate and the new modern one that we updated
Yes,
it to. But
yes,
Willie
it's
says
pretty
she likes the OG one better.
because I'm an OG person, but I love the colors. It's really nice. It's up to date to how it's supposed to be for this. time era that we're in.
Yes. Isn't Willie beautiful? Look at her. I
Oh,
mean, she's beautiful because she's a beautiful soul.
thank you. I also had got my makeup done. I had something I did earlier during the day, so it's like, let me do it then.
Ah, that's me too. I only like put makeup on once a week and try to squeeze in, jam in all the stuff I got to do on live video, and the rest of the time I use the filters on Instagram
Yeah,
because you don't have to do anything.
no, you really don't. You really don't.
That is so great. Me and my friend Tanya were talking about this in an Instagram live, actually. She was like, what? First, she was like, I want off this ball of dirt because I don't want to get old. And I was like, what? No, we're going to 120. What are you talking about? And she was like, well, she didn't know about the filters. And I was like, look, you can just do, she goes, oh, well, if we can use the filters and we can move to a blue zone and you can show me some of these like life biohack things, I'm okay with that. I was like, all right, we'll move to Sardinia. We'll use the filters and then we're fine. We don't have to even put on our makeup in the morning. She was like, okay, then I'm good.
Absolutely. Technology today is just crazy. It's
I know.
crazy. I never really use them, but I laugh when I see them. But yeah, I'm all for filters. Team filter.
Deborah right now is saying filters are the bomb. Yes, they are,
Yeah,
Deborah. You are absolutely right. A hundred
they are.
percent. 100%. That's, it's our saving grace. And as we're both the same age. Can I say
Yeah.
what our age? Can I say it?
Yes, baby.
Because
We
nobody
own this shit. What?
Nobody, we own it. Nobody will believe it. 53 for
Yeah.
Willie. Nobody will believe that Willie's 53. Look at her. I mean, you probably
Oh,
guessed when she said how old her kids were, but
yeah.
um yeah, we're getting on here and doing this stuff and well, we don't have any filters right now, so we're doing
No.
pretty good. We're
Yeah.
doing pretty good.
I'm awake.
All right. So, do you want to do some giveaways with me now, Willie?
Absolutely. Let's do this.
Okay, let's do this shit. All right. So, we've got some giveaways. We are going to do 11 full chakra recalibration classes. Now they yes, right now they're on sale for $11.11. Usually it's $47 if you go to the URL that's scrolling across the bottom there. All right. But I'm going to give away 11 of them right now if they can answer these questions. Now, Willie, if you have a good question in mind, I want you to say, oh, just interrupt me and say, I got a good question I want them to answer. And the first person to answer it in the comments. And Audrey, if you're here, I need help because sometimes they pass by so fast and I don't catch the first answer. All right. So you'll get a feel for the kind of questions I'm going to ask. And then, Willie, if you think of anything, you just interrupt. Come
You
right in.
got it.
Don't worry about it because I'm a Sicilian and we interrupt and yell at everybody all the time. So,
It's all good. You got this.
okay. All right. So, what is my kitty cat's name? First person to get that. My kitty cat's first name will
Can
get
you
the
still?
first one. No, don't say it, Willie.
I'm not going to say it, but I do have a question to ask you.
Okay. Melanie Russell. All right. And I'm writing down these names. So here's the deal, Melanie. If you win, okay, Melanie Russell won that one. If you win, and the name is Topaz. Now,
Topaz is still with us.
Topaz is.
Oh,
That's right. She is still with us. She had just come online with us when all this started. She was a baby.
yeah, I
And
gotta be.
she's sleeping in the sun right now. Sleeping in the sun with her hair undone is what I call it. Sleeping in the sun with her hair undone.
That's great. Oh,
Yeah.
that's good to hear.
So if you win, I called your name out, Melanie Russell. What you need to do is listen, guys. Maybe Audrey, you can post this so I can put it on the bottom of the screen. You need to email support@hibiscusmoon.com with your name, your Facebook name, and then we can email you what you won. Okay. All right. People are saying, what's happening? People are answering the question before you even heard the question. That means your internet is like behind, right, Willie? That means like her internet must be behind. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh, so sorry. So sorry. Yes. So the name was, oh, look who's here. Willie, I don't know if you remember Rev B. Do you remember Rev B? Rev B might have been in your class. She's still here. Yay, I love Topaz. Yes, Rev B. I think you guys were in the same class. I might be wrong. Okay.
Typically.
Yeah, you know what? If you're having internet issues right now, it is these CMEs, the coronal mass ejections from the sun lately have been intense. The cosmic energies have been intense and it's screwing with everybody's internet. So that's what's going on. So some people might have a lag and some people might be getting the info before others. There's nothing I can do about that. I apologize. All right, did you say you had a question already? To, for about oh no, just Topaz. You were just bringing up Topaz,
Right,
Willie. Okay,
exactly.
okay,
Yeah, I
all
didn't
right.
want to bring up her name. No,
Yeah,
it's been
don't
11 years.
don't give the answers. Don't give the answers. But if you think of anything,
You
you
got it.
you just say it. All right. So we can't just pick randomly because apparently that goes against Facebook rules or something. So we got to have some kind of a way for people to win it. All right. So, what platform did I first make my internet debut? Let's see. Nobody
Is
got
that
it yet.
is that platform still in business?
Yes, it is. It
I don't
is.
remember.
And oh, geez. Oh my gosh, it's going by so fast. A whole bunch of people. Cheryl Snyder, I think, is the first person to get it right. Cheryl Snyder. All right. Am I right about that? Cheryl Snyder, you got it. All right. I'm writing these names down and I'm going to hand the list over to Team HM. So don't try to fool us and email and say I won because that's not going to work. Okay.
What was the platform?
YouTube. Oh, I forgot to say it was YouTube. It was YouTube in
Oh, yeah.
2007.
Okay.
Yep. YouTube in 2007 was the first platform. Thank you for asking that, Willie. Yeah. So a whole bunch of people all of a sudden it was just started filling up and I was like, "Oh my god. Oh wait, you know what? It was Georgia Pie. I'm sorry, Cheryl. It was Georgia Pie answered it first. This is hard to do. Georgia Pie. Oh, I love that name. Georgia
I
Pie on YouTube said it's YouTube. I love that name. All right. So now, next question. Are we ready? Did you know that I was on YouTube first, Willie? You didn't find me on YouTube, did you?
I
Probably
don't know how
Facebook.
I found you. I just knew that at that time you was pretty much the the only person running um as being comprehensive. I don't recall anyone else. I don't know how I found you.
Oh,
It might have been through YouTube.
okay. All right. That was 2007. I remember. And I think that's the year 2007 that YouTube actually began.
Right. When yeah, it
Possibly.
started really kicking off. Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right. I think this one's going to be an easy one because I think I already gave the answer away at the beginning, but we'll see. All right. So now we're on to number three. What state does wait, hang on. Don't start putting your answer in yet. What state does Willie live in?
Crickets.
They're saying Florida, Florida. Nope.
I talk too fast. I would love to live in Florida.
Cheryl Snyder got no, wait, hold on. Oh my God. Why does this go so fast? There's so many people in here. No, Julia got it. Julia Tillery McCullum. Okay. Julia Tillery McCullum got that one.
Woo!
Thanks for the shout out, Willie. Yay! I'm busy writing down the names. She's giving you the woohoos. All right. You guys are fast, but there's so many people like answering at the same time, and it's hard to see who's the first person. Who's the first person that got it right? All right. Now, next question. All right. Let's move it along here. Number 4. What was the first class, not course, but first class offered by me, Hibiscus Moon? Let's see. It takes a little bit. All right. Somebody got it. And it's Dr. E. Dr. E. Elizabeth Tratner. Dr. E got it. It was crystal grids. Crystal grids, how and why they worked. I was YouTubing about that. And then people were like, "Oh, can you do a class on this?" Because they knew I was a science teacher. And I was like, "Sure, I can do a class." So we did a class. Then they said, "Can you write a book?" And I was like, "Sure, I can write a book." And then they were like, "Can you do certification and like round this whole thing out?" And I was like, "Yeah, we can do this." We started doing like different little classes. And when I had 9 classes, I think we had 10 classes back then. We turned it into a
So it's very
certification.
comprehensive.
Yeah, it still is, and we've dialed it in. So, I mean, Willie, anytime anybody comes up with something, you should ask Team HM. We're like, okay, if this is a theme that's coming up, we need to dial this in a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit better. So now it's like so like there's no bumps. We've reordered and reorganized everything. But anyway, all right, let's move along. Let's move along. All right, so congratulations, Dr. E. All right, there are currently all right, I said this too. This is probably going to be easy. CCP graduates in how many countries around the world? I said this earlier, so, and I say it all the time because I'm very proud of it.
You should be. I'm excited. Wow.
Not how many graduates, how many countries around the world. Okay, Sherry White got it, 53. Sherry White, 53. You got it. Okay, so she was winner number 5. All right, I got to move quicker here. All right, number 6. What year? Oh, this is easy. What year did HMCA start? Like HMCA officially start? Angie Richardson got it. 2010. That's right. Angie Richardson. All right, so these 11 people are winning the full chakra recalibration class. They are winning that. If you guys already have it in your student portal, feel free to gift it to someone who you know would love to have a full chakra recalibration because it is an experience that you're getting here. It's not really a class, it's an experience. All right, next person. Willie, you got any questions that you think are good ones to come up with, or just keep going
Actually,
with mine?
I don't. I'm just riding the wave. So I'm good.
Okay.
Woo!
Okay, you'll just be the cheerleader in the back that just
I'm
cheering
good for
everybody on.
that.
Okay,
Yes.
I know you are. I know you are. All right, what is my if you listen to the latest podcast interview I did lately, and maybe we can do this for you too, Willie. Okay, what is my favorite crystal right now? Oh, it's quiet.
Cricket.
Yeah, nothing. Nobody's. Oh, they're saying a lot of amethyst. No. Oh, I think somebody said it. Was Angel the first person to say it? It's Ahawite, and I think Angel is the first person. Angel McKeithen. Congratulations. You got it. Ahawite is correct. All right, next question. What is my sacred grounding trio? A trio of crystals. What is my sacred grounding trio? So there's 3 crystals in this. You got to name 3 crystals, all 3 of them. And don't put them in like separate, like, oh, one up here, one down there, all in one post. Oh, I think somebody got it. Now here they come. A whole ton coming at the same time. I think Liz is the first one to get it right. Let me make sure. Smoky quartz hematite and black tourmaline. You got it, Liz.
Wow.
Yes.
That's a
Sacred
heavy,
grounding.
that's a heavy trio there.
Grounding. Sacred. You need some grounding. Get those three together. If you need heavy duty grounding, there you go.
That would be it. Just
That,
the hematite is woo.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
I might need to write that down.
Okay. So you guys know I don't subscribe to certain crystal dogma out there. I have something that I call, what do I mean by retuning a crystal? Retuning a crystal. What do I mean by that? Got a little bit of a lag. What do I mean by retuning a crystal? Not how do I like it or what my favorite way is to do it, but what do I mean by that? Charging? No. Programming? No. All right, this is the first person to get the word in there, cleansing. Cleansing. So Paula, you got it. Yes, I prefer to call cleansing retuning because it's more descriptive of what's actually happening with the molecules in the crystal. It's like retuning a guitar, retuning a piano. It's bringing it back into its correct vibrational frequency. Paula Nicole. Okay, we got two more.
Woo.
Yep, two more for full chakra recalibration. Okay, this one might be kind of easy because I don't shut up about it, but I didn't mention it today, I don't think. What's my sun sign?
I don't think you brought that up.
Okay, I don't think I did either. But I know we're going to get like an avalanche of people that know this in just a second here. No, not Leo. That was, oh, I'm going to be quiet. Jinjin, I think you won. Jinjin, hang on. Is Jinjin the first person? It is Capricorn. Jinjin, you got it.
And that explains a lot.
Ah, right? I know. I am the most Capricorniest, corny that you are going to find. All right. Now I know this one because I think Willie said it. And if I'm wrong, we'll give it to the whoever got it right. What is Willie's sun sign?
Actually, it's my rising sign. What I mentioned earlier was my rising sign.
Oh, okay, okay. What's Willie's rising sign? Michelle Hess said, no, Michelle Hess said it first, I think, but it is Leo, right?
Yep.
Let me see
Yep.
who said it first. Yes, Michelle Hess said it first. Okay, so we gave
So
out.
my sun sign is actually is a Cancer, which is complete opposite of a Capricorn, and my rising sign is Leo. Ta-da!
Ah, see, do you know a lot about astrology, Willie?
Mhm.
Do
A
you
little
do
bit.
like
A
a
little
little bit?
bit.
I'm not one, surprisingly. People like, I know my sign really well, of course, we know ourselves, but it's not something like that sticks into my brain,
Well,
astrology.
well. What's interesting about astrology is that we're more than just one sign. Okay. We're
Yeah.
more than one sign. So once you find out exactly what is your sun sign, then you have your rising ascendant sign and your moon sign. It kind of all comes in. It all comes together on who you actually are. So by all means, maybe I know some folks that actually do well with charts, and it tells you
Yeah.
it's more comprehensive. So we're more than just one sign. It actually kind of explains things on who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I
it
didn't know
does.
about that till I dibble dabbled in that a little bit as well. And it makes sense. Like I can actually talk to someone and figure out exactly, what they are.
Really.
What they are. That sounds
Well,
weird.
yeah, you're
But
like,
yeah,
I bet
the
you're this
attributes.
sign, and yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
Mhm. I don't even remember what my I know my moon sign, I think, is Aries. I don't even
Hmm.
remember what my rising is,
Hmm.
but see, it just doesn't stick with me. Certain things do. Anything about crystals sticks in my brain,
Hmm.
no problem. All
Hmm.
right. So that was for the full chakra recalibration class. If you didn't win it and you want it, we still got something amazing going on. It's normally $47. It's an experience. You can experience a full chakra recalibration, some self energetic hygiene. It's only $11.11 until 11:11 p.m. tonight, Eastern Time. Why do I feel like I'm on HSN or QVC right
I
now?
know, but you're doing really good at it.
I feel like I should work there.
You could.
They're right around the corner from me here.
Yes.
Okay, I know what I'm going to do in my retirement. So, anyway, no, I'm just kidding. I would not want to do that, but I feel like I'm watching HSN or QVC. Am I right? All right, but we got more giveaways. I'm now giving away 11 of my crystal grids, how and why they work book. This was the book that was written by you OGs out there, and you guys know who you are. You guided me to write this book. I just basically kept asking questions. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? And that's what I put in it. Okay. And then it became a class. And then that became a course. So we co-created this. All right. So we're going to give away 11 of these. I'm going to try to go a little bit quicker here. Willie, you got any questions to help me out?
I surely do not. I'm predictable.
Oh man.
I,
All right.
I'm
I'll
predictably unpredictable.
That's okay. I'm prepared with some more here. All right. Would I recommend working with a combo of and I'm going to drag this out a little because I want to prepare myself here. Would I recommend working with a combo of carnelian and blue lace agate at the same time? Yes or no? We got a little bit of a lag, so we have to wait. And this is a 50-50, guys. I think Jen is the first person who got it. And oh, nope, Jen said yes. And that is incorrect. The answer is no. Sorry about that. And I think April is the first person who got it. And the answer is no. April Davis. Now, I'll tell you the reason why. Willie, do you think you know the reason why?
No, I do not. I just know.
It's,
I
it,
just know.
it's going
I
to be obvious to you. It's because they're completely different energies. Like blue lace
right,
agate is calming, and carnelian usually is a very energetic stone. So when people ask me, is there any bad combinations, like a bad combo of crystals you should not put together? I don't think there's any bad combinations, like something's going to blow up or, oh, ghosts are going to start chasing you or you're going to become possessed. No, I don't think there's any of that. But I do believe certain crystals can cancel each other out.
right,
And
and
those
that
would
would.
be, yeah, right? That totally would. So, April, you got that one. All right. Um, so let's see. Would I recommend working with lepidolite and rose quartz together? Lepidolite and rose quartz. It's a yes or no. Oh my gosh, here we go. Here's an avalanche of answers, and I have to grab the first one. I think it's Christy. Christy Benefield? Yes, she got it. All right, Christy Benfield. Now remember, again, if you guys are winners, you have to do something to claim your prize. You need to email us, support@hibiscusmoon.com. Tell us your Facebook name and tell us what you won. I'm also writing it down. So no trying to play screwy Louie and, because people do that. Willie, people do that. They'll be like,
I
I
see.
was the winner. No, you weren't. Emily said, no ghosts. Bummer for fun. All right. So send in your name, tell us what you won, and they will check. Team HM will check it against my list right here. All right. Next question. What do I consider the most powerful crystal of all? Most powerful crystal of all. We We got the lag. We got the lag. I think Jen McCalian, did you win two things? No? No? Okay. You won it. Congratulations, Jen. McCalian. Okay. All right. Which is the crystal that this is to win a copy of Crystal Crids. We got 11 people that are winning this, okay? Which is the crystal that on YouTube I had a thumbnail where I was bursting into flames and someone asked me that because the person was asking me would it burn me or would it explode or something to that effect. I know, Willie. And I
Did
was like,
I ask that question?
no, no, you didn't. You didn't. You didn't. And I was bursting into flames in the thumbnail.
Oh my gosh.
What could it be? Sunstone, no. Citrine, no. I think Becca's the first one to get it. Becca Caudil, it's Moldavite. Yes. Becca, congratulations. Okay. This has nothing to do with crystals. Well, indirectly it does. What is my favorite, absolute favorite TV show ever in the universe? Ever. And there never will be a better one. Absolute favorite TV show ever written. Amazing writers. Paula, you got it. Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad.
I've never seen
Yes.
it. Would you believe I've never watched Breaking Bad?
Okay. Hold on, Willie. Let me just tell you. Okay. My friend Tanya never saw it either. And
Uh-huh.
I got her to watch it. She was so hooked. She was like, "Oh my god, I binged the whole thing." Okay, it could not be a more perfect show for me. I was not into it at first because usually I'm not into things that everybody else is watching. Like everybody else is watching Squid Game right now. I'm like, "Pfft, I if most of the people are into it, I'm not into it. Usually that's the way it
See?
is. Yeah. So everybody was into Breaking Bad, and I was like, I don't even know what that is. I saw some like little gangbanger kid on it and a dorky teacher. But the dorky teacher turns out he was a science department chair. That's what I was. He was in charge of keeping like the inventory in the science department, but he finds out he gets lung cancer, so he breaks bad. And he had a degree. He was like not living up to his potential because he had a degree in crystallography and he knew how to grow crystals really good. And this little gangbanger student of his was a crystal meth drug dealer. So he decides to become the crystal meth cook. And all he's obsessed with is growing the perfect crystals. So this
Oh,
show
well then. Okay.
had me had me because it had me because of that, but the writing,
Right.
oh my god, and it
Yeah,
helped.
I might
you
have to watch that.
you have to watch it. You're
Oh my
gonna
goodness. I've heard a lot of folks that watch it, they love it.
oh my god. And then I got the DVD set because on the DVD um there's what do they call it? Like Easter egg type footage that you won't get anywhere else. Like you're not going to see it on Netflix and you won't see it anywhere else. And one of the books on the detective's desk is the Book of Stones because he got all into minerals and he became like obsessed with minerals and buying minerals on eBay. And this book is on his like little TV tray.
Wow.
Um, yeah, and that's only in the Easter eggs. And you're only going to see that on the DVD. So I'm hardcore. Yeah, bonus material. Thank you. That's what it's called. And I saw that book. I was like, what? Oh my, hot damn. All right. So let's keep on going. We got more questions to ask. I might be running out of stuff to ask now. All right. All right. I can ask this one. What state do I live in? There's the
Man, if y'all
lag.
don't know, that's sad.
Okay, first person to get it that I see is Cindy, our June Griffin. Cindy, congrats. You got the book on its way to you. Thank
Yay,
you.
Cindy.
Okay, here's the deal. Some of you are saying you're seeing the answers in different order than what I'm seeing, but it doesn't matter because it's random, right? And this is the fairest way. This is how Facebook wants us to do it. I can't just like spin the wheel and pick a name. They won't let me do that. Why won't they let me do that, Willie? What's wrong with that?
Now that I can't even answer that one.
I don't know.
Algor- the algorithm is always the answer to everything. It's the algorithm.
Whatever, yeah.
Yeah,
Did you hear this business that Facebook is changing their name and what they're going to be to the metaverse?
Metaverse. Their corporation. Yes, I heard, but I
Now,
think the platform Facebook is still there. I don't know what that's going to mean, but
it
I'm,
means something to do with you're going to be living your life virtually.
I will do that anyway.
And you said you won't do that?
No, I said we will all be eventually.
Not me. I'm not going to
Have
do
you
that.
test drove a Tesla yet?
No. I'm afraid of that thing driving itself. Are you kidding me? No way. I don't want a car driving me under a semi truck and beheading me.
It's like driving a golf cart. Really, it's like driving
Do
a
you
golf.
own a Tesla? Do you have one?
No, but I test drove one recently. And it was,
Oh,
oh my God, it felt weird. I never had to touch the brake because as soon as you take your foot off the gas pedal, it slows down and it stops. So it's like driving a golf cart. So just for shits and giggles, I kept pressing the brake to make sure I was still normal because it just felt weird.
and does that car like parallel park itself?
They do have programs in it that yeah, it can do that, but I'm not interested in that part.
I
But it's
know.
and I don't know. I still need to have control of the car, but it was just an interesting concept. It's like a expensive blender or an expensive cell phone. It turns off as soon as you walk
Yeah.
away. It's like, wow, how does that work? But
See,
yeah, it
this
was an
is I,
interesting experience.
I'm too old and I'm too old school for this kind of junk.
Yeah, yeah.
You need to know how to parallel park your freaking car, okay? I can parallel park like a beast. I can drive backwards like a beast. In high school, I used to get us all in my big old Bonneville, Pontiac Bonneville, and
You had one?
oh yes,
You
and
drove a boat.
a tank. Thank you. That's what it was. And we would go to McDonald's and I'd whip through there backwards. And
Was
my
it
friend,
brown in color?
how did you know? Did you have one too?
Heck no.
Oh,
I didn't drive boats, but yeah. Was it brown?
it was brown with a tan top and it had a fake tire on the hood of the trunk on the back. Remember those?
That
It was my dad's car. He gave it to. He got a new car for himself. He gave me that junk. So I'd drive that big old beast through the McDonald's drive-through fast. We'd order and then pull up to the window backwards. And my friend Gigi would be in the passenger seat and they'd be hysterical laughing in there. I drove that thing like a beast
you
backwards
were a beast. You
and
were a beast
parallel
to
park.
drive the tank. Yes.
And don't ever lose those abilities, guys, because when you lose those abilities and you're using GPS to find your way everywhere instead of using your brain, you're shutting down your brain. AI is going to take over. Elon Musk is right. And when AI takes over, what's going to happen to us? Here's a question I'm going to ask you all, okay? Willie, I would like to have this discussion with you real quick.
Sure.
I was just having this discussion with my house guest who was here a few weeks ago. I turned to her and I go, we were totally nerding out. We were watching TEDx videos and stuff, and one of them was about AI. And I said, "What do you think? So, do you believe that when artificial intelligence, do you believe Elon Musk? He said when artificial intelligence gets to a certain level, which is not too far away, it will do away with us because basically it will have surpassed us and say, well, it's inefficient for us to keep these humans around. So, bye bye. And Terminator is basically going to come true.
I wouldn't be surprised, but you know what? They still need us.
Okay, that's what Tanya said. Why do they need us though? If they've evolved to a level where they can take care of themselves, what would they need us for?
That's true. I wouldn't be surprised if that comes to be.
See, these are the
But
deep
that would
kind of
make things
questions.
so unfun. I think it'll be if that's the case, it'll be less of us and more of them. Oh my gosh. Oh.
I I know. It's a sad truth. So I say kill off that AI now. Kill off those Teslas now. Elon Musk, you're part of the problem.
A lot of them are. I wouldn't be surprised if, the way technology is and it coming to what part like cell phones. Who first did cell phones was the military. And then it
Yeah,
came, eventually to public knowledge years down the road. So that's with everything else.
that's
You
true.
know, I have a
Yeah.
friend of mine who has a BMW, and it's an older model one. He got more features on that than I do on my 2019 Toyota Highlander. It's like, what? So it's like, okay, so it's always been around. Okay, fine, whatever.
I
So
know. It's
it's
kind of a
weird.
depressing thought, but I can't help it. I like to have deep convos with people instead of small talk.
True.
Are you like that too, Willie?
Very,
Yeah.
very.
Like if you have any deep questions you want to talk about, I'm ready to go down the rabbit hole. I love that. If we worked in the same place, we'd be trouble, wouldn't we?
Pretty much. Yeah,
We'd
yeah,
be get
pretty much.
would I get you in trouble? Would I get you arrested?
Well, we will probably get each other arrested pretty much. Yeah. I'm kind of glad what I know now. I didn't know when I was younger because I really, really would be in trouble because I like to push the envelope. No, seriously, I do. I question everything now and I push the envelope
Yeah.
a lot. Yeah. But you gotta have that balance. Heidi ho.
Heidi ho, Heidi ho.
Gotta have that balance. Gotta have that good, bad, gotta have it yin yang.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You do. You do. I think we'd have a ton of fun though working in the same place.
Oh, absolutely.
Getting arrested is fun.
Right.
Have I ever been arrested? Not when it counted. I got arrested before the age of 18, thank goodness. And my Italian uncle came down to pick me up.
Hmm.
Oh boy.
I'm jealous.
He said I was so lucky, and I was. I was under 18. But I'm not going to say what I got arrested for, but it was not my fault.
Right. Well, and I never
It
got
never is,
arrested.
right?
I never got arrested. But if I did get arrested, it would have been my fault.
Well,
I'll guarantee it would have been my fault. I learned early on to go big or go home. So believe me, if Willie ever gets arrested, it's going to be something major and newsworthy, pretty much pretty bad. So
you
yeah.
you worked in the White House. Of course, you've never been arrested.
That doesn't mean to say I didn't want to.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh gosh.
All right. I've got to think of one, two, three, four, five more questions. I was not prepared for this. All right. Look at we're still getting people begging you, Willie, for the podcast.
Oh
They're
gosh.
they're
Pressure.
still looking for the podcast.
Thank
All right.
you.
If any of you think of a question, pop the question in the comments because I need help now. Okay. Let's see. Oh, okay. What's my husband's first name? I know the avalanche is coming. Here's the lag. Oh my God, here we go. Whole bunch of people. It's not Mikey. I think Janae got it. Oh,
Yeah.
Janae, nice pose.
Yep. Oh
Frank, it's
wow.
Frank. That's right. Look at Janae.
I can't see where the oh wow. That's
She's doing a
impressive.
back bend, yoga back bend. It
Huh.
is Frankie. Yes. All right. Let me think. Okay. Who knows now? If you've got my book, you know the answer to this one. Topaz, my cat's full name. What's her full name?
No, that I don't know. I don't remember.
That's going to be a tough one, I think. If nobody gets it, I got another question in my head already. Now we definitely do have crickets. You got to be resourceful to figure this one out.
I'm so glad she
Oh my
said.
God! Somebody got it. Topaz Panina meow meow. Angie got it.
Wow.
Angie,
What
did
an
you already
amazing
win
name.
something though? I feel like she did. You did. So I got to give it to the second person. And no, it's not super fragilistic. It's
That's a nice name too.
look at Cheryl with her yoga pose. These yogis are winning.
Wow. I'm
Cheryl
jealous.
Snyder. Wait, Cheryl Snyder won something already too. I think didn't she? Did she? No, she almost did, but it was a mistake. So now you really did win. All right. Is this fun, guys? Or are you getting bored out of your mind? All right. What is my Sicilian father's Italian name? I said it in this. So if you've been here since the beginning, you heard it. You guys are saying so much fun. Yeah, because you're winning. George, no. And that's not an Italian name. It would be Giorgio. Oh, I think somebody got it. Tracy Duffy, is she the person to get it? Giovanni is correct. We need Giovanni on a podcast or a Instagram. You guys are going to think he's quite a trip. My friends called him 20 questions. So that gives you any indication of what kind of person he is.
You're a lot like your dad, actually.
I am. I ask a lot of questions. If you ever watched Sebastian Maniscalco comedy shows on HBO, I think he's on HBO mostly. He's an Italian comic. Sicilian. Okay, we can't call him Italian. Sicilian, all right? If you're Sicilian, you're
That's it.
Sicilian, you're not Italian. All right, but if you watch his comic shows, that's my life. Like I don't think they're that funny because I'm like, this is my life. This is not funny. Which is pretty sad. Pretty sad. Lorenzo, Katrina, that I kind of let the cat out of the bag. That's my brother's name. I should have used that as a question. I need two more questions. All right, you guys put some good Luigi. You guys are just guessing now. It ain't Luigi. That's a good one though. All right. Let's see. Some people posted some good questions that I could ask. Okay, here's a good one. Um, which university did I get my geology degree from? That might be hard.
That is a toughie.
Yeah, that might be a hard one. Am I married to a Spanish Jew? No. My brother is, sort of. Oh, yeah, there's another good question. All right. You guys are just guessing now. I'll see if somebody guesses right. Nobody got it yet. If nobody gets it, I'm just going to move on to the next question. I'll tell you what it is and we'll just move on to the next question. Oh, that's a good one, Nicole. Maine, Arizona, Florida State. No. Question mark, question mark. You guys don't know. All right, I'll just tell you. You guys are just it was up in Massachusetts. No. No. Okay, it's University Mississippi. Mississippi. Yep. Geoscience. All right. So
Really?
another question. What was Willie's original religion? She told us if you were listening earlier.
It's almost an easy guess anyway.
Okay, wait. Oh God, they're all coming in now. All at the same time. Who said it first? I think Nicole's the first one. Baptist, correct? Is that right, Willie?
Yep.
Okay.
Where all my childhood trauma came from. Yay! All of
We'll
that.
need, we'll need to get into that one day and see what that is.
No.
All right, we got one more of the 11 books to give away, and I need one more question. Um, uh, what's see if you guys posted any good questions. Do you have a good one, Willie?
No,
You said
no. I'm just happy to be here.
okay, me too. Me too. Someone asked some good ones before, so I'm gonna scroll back and see. Yeah, we are guessing. I could tell you guys put every state in the damn nation. I could tell. All
I would
right.
never think Mississippi of all places.
Well, I didn't go there in person. I got my master's while I was actually still teaching, so I
Hmm.
did it online.
Ah.
They had an online program. I
Hmm.
was teaching during the day and doing my master's at night,
Hmm.
and so that's how I was able to do that.
That's great.
I've been in Mississippi before, but I didn't actually go there. And I think I remember our yeah, because I had the bulldog was the mascot, and I
Hmm.
had a whole bunch of like loot from there with the bulldog on it. And I was kind of sad that I didn't actually get to go there, but I was like way older than everybody else. I was in my 40s getting my master's. So,
That's okay. That's a good time to do it.
do you think that would be fun going to college with all the 20-year-olds? They'd be bothering me. I'd be like, ugh,
Yeah, that's true.
right?
That's
I'd be like,
true.
oh my God. Get out of my
Yes.
face with
Ugh,
your
that would be annoying.
stupid shit.
Yeah. And they would have it too.
Sorry. They would. I never had the experience. Did you, Willie, of going to university and living in a dorm and like doing the whole college thing?
I
I
did
never
for a
did.
little bit.
You
I did
did?
for a little bit, but I didn't really appreciate it when my girls went to school. Um, nothing's changed.
Oh, where did they
Ugh.
go? Where did they
Um,
go?
actually, University of Albany. Oh my God! I'm wearing this. Look what I got.
Oh,
Look what I got besides
they're
student
the
loans
Great
to pay
Danes.
for.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh. But you don't like it?
I mean, I love the school.
Mhm.
I'm just through with it all.
Oh,
But
okay.
so living it through them, was annoying because school was not for me. So
Oh.
having to relive that with my girls, it's like ugh, it was a good experience for them. Kudos.
I
That
didn't get
was,
to experience, and I don't think I would have liked it because,
mhm,
again, that's like what everybody does. I worked my ass through college. I didn't get no dorm. I was paying my rent at my grubby little apartment and working 3 jobs
mhm.
and going to school full time so that I can get done. So, but that's a
It's not
Capricorn.
easy.
I
It's
think
not easy,
Capricorn
especially it's
does it
not
that way.
easy now because everything is so expensive. It's like ridiculous.
I know. Well, I did this is what you guys do if you want to do if you haven't gone to college yet and you want to, you do the community college for the first 2 years. It's cheap. Nobody cares. And and then you graduate from the actual university when you're done with the community college, you go and do your junior and senior year wherever. And then you graduate from there. Nobody ever looks and sees that you went to that community college. Nobody
That's
even
what I did with
knows.
my son.
Yeah.
I wanted my daughters to do it that way, but no, they didn't want to do
No.
it that way.
They wanted the whole experience.
And they wanted fast and in a hurry. And my son did it the other way, and he came out walking away with not having any student loans or anything. He was a smart one. Love him.
Th That's it. Yeah, you gotta love a kid like that. That's right. I mean,
Yes.
you gotta love your twins too.
Oh, absolutely.
But you
Oh, yeah.
gotta love it when they don't leave you with any student debt.
Exactly. Because it's
Yes.
rough. It's
Yes.
rough.
Emily said she needs to hear this. Okay, good.
It's
There you
true.
go. You can do it. You can do it. You don't need big loans. Don't take the loans out. Just work. I
Slow and
bartend.
steady.
I
Slow and
bartended
steady.
some semesters I couldn't take a full load, but I would go through the summer. I wouldn't take the summers off, So I ended up okay. I was a little bit older when I finished. I think I was 20. What when do you usually finish? I think I was 25 when I
Mhm.
finished because I did not do college for a year and a half. I didn't think I needed it, but I'm so glad I did it now. I'm so
Mhm.
glad I did it. All right,
Mhm.
last question. And you guys didn't give me any here. No help at all. No help at all. All right. Here's just a random one. How old is Frankie, my husband?
Oh, I don't know that one.
Rev P is giving the answers to like how you Do geology. Okay, now people are just guessing. People are just guessing. I know, but I'm going to give it to the first correct guess that I see. And it's Amy. He is 50. Wait, is he? Yeah, he's 54. Amy Warren, you won the 11th book. Oh my goodness, this was so much fun.
It really has.
This was so much fun. Willie, I have to thank you for hanging out with me here today. This
No,
was a
thank you,
blast.
and congratulations to you because this is a big thing.
Our 11th anniversary on
Yes,
11/11.
you
Yay!
worked hard for this baby, and look what it's done. The
You know,
fruits of your labor.
it doesn't feel like I worked hard for it. I feel like I played hard for it. And then you played with me and everybody played with me and it was so much fun and we're still going and this was amazing. All right, so if you guys still want that full chakra recalibration class, it's still going to be $11.11 until 11:11 p.m. tonight. All right. Thank you, Willie. I have to say
Thank
thank you
you,
so much. I
thank
appreciate you taking the
you.
time out, spending us with us today. Happy Veterans Day, everybody. Thanks, everybody. And we'll see you all again soon. Bye, Willie.
Bye bye.
Mwah.
Thanks again, y'all. We'll
Love
talk
you.
soon. Thank you all.
Yes. Bye. Thanks,
Bye bye.
everyone.